What's up, YouTube? This is A5 Crypto.
Hey guys, it's Crypto Addict.
In this video, we're going to talk about the recent article that ECOMI has released about their migration into the Immutable X chain.
Yeah, so this looks like they're gonna release a series of articles. In a way, it's almost to educate people into the crypto space, since most VV users are not familiar with the crypto side. And
Yeah, so if you're already invested in OMI, the OMI token, this article should definitely give you some more confidence in your investment. But overall, like we said, this is not financial advice. We're just kind of giving you guys a little information on the ECOMI. But of course, hit the subscribe button before we go any further to our channel. Like this video and leave a comment on what you guys think about this update to the ECOMI slash Immutable X collaboration.
yeah, for sure. So starting off, this article is ECOMI X Immutable Migration. Start here. Like I said, this is a series, so this is like their first document that they're releasing to kind of guide you through what's going to be going on here. And so just reading through it, it starts off with the migration of the ECOMI VEVE ecosystem to Immutable X is well underway. And with phase 2 now behind us, we look ahead to the final phase, the migration of the OMI token to Ethereum. Understanding the difference between layer 1 and layer 2 will ensure your tokens are migrated correctly when the time comes.
Yeah, and I like that they're putting out this article just because a lot of people don't really know the difference or can't honestly really tell you the difference between layer 1 and layer 2, or they probably don't even know what the layers that there were layers.
They don't even know what OMI is, or
Exactly, yeah.
they
Mhm.
don't understand, cryptocurrencies at all. So this is their introduction, and they're trying to slowly release these articles to educate people on it. And we're just going to try to help fill in as well, since we're pretty involved in the crypto space. So I think we have a pretty good understanding as far as what this may mean.
Yeah, for sure.
And they start off with a little warning here. It says, please only use the official links and information provided. The OMI token migration to Ethereum will not begin until the new year. Be wary of scams or any service offerings to swap your tokens for you. And I
Yeah.
understand why they put this.
Mhm. Yeah, because, clearly there are people out there that are trying to get new investors or people that are unaware of how to this whole thing works, and they could easily take your tokens, man, before, before this whole thing, moves. So in my opinion. So,
Yeah, and,
yeah,
and
just be careful out there.
And yeah, and just recently, like even if there's messages or alerts in their official discords, they're gonna go ahead and say right now that they're not going to do anything until the new year. So if there is any other alert, like before the Discord hack that just occurred, if there's any news like that that tells you to swap your tokens or buy tokens, don't do it, because VV will give you a heads up ahead of time. You'll know prior to when they're gonna do something, and they're gonna let you know how to do it. There's nothing that's gonna make you just instantly swap or purchase anything, especially if it's getting spammed, because these Discord hacks are happening on multiple servers. It's been happening for a few months now, and a lot of huge Discord servers, they're getting hacked. A mod or an admin is getting hacked, and pretty much what happens is they're spamming on a Discord. They're deleting channels. They're kicking mods and admins so that they can't stop the bot from spamming. And people that see it think it's an official message, and they're going in there and they're clicking these links and sending payments or minting NFTs. Like, that's stuff you don't want to do. So just be aware of that, and just don't click on anything that you're not familiar with. Vivi will give you a heads up ahead of time in an article like this, so you'll know what to do.
Yeah. So for now, I would say just keep stacking your OMI. Let it sit in a protected wallet or so, and just be patient.
Yeah, for sure. So going right along, it says, before we get started, this is the first in a series of articles to be released to explain the migration process and to help you understand how and when to participate. The intention is to break up this information into easily digestible chunks, and we will release more detailed information pertaining to the actual migration process in the next article. There is no action required from you at this time, and we remind you that phase 3 will not begin until the new year. So without further ado, like I said, so they straight up said that this is going to be a series of articles, which is
Mhm.
good. They're feeding you information a little at a time, not to overwhelm you with information.
Yeah, and of course, like we mentioned before, building confidence and helping you understand. The more you understand about the reasoning behind why you're investing in this particular asset, ECOMI, you know, the more reason to hold on to and to see the potential upside of this.
And they've been stressing that there's no action required at this time, and phase three will not begin until the new year. So, like they've been stressing out, do not expect anything until after the new year. So, nothing further in 2021.
Hmm.
2022 is when it'll begin. If there's anything in 2021, it is not real. So, they're throwing that out there for you.
Oh yeah, yep. And we're at why are we migrating here? It says over the past couple years, Ethereum has grown to become a blue chip in the crypto space, and we all know that. And widely used, decentralized, and developed smart contract platform available. This wide scale adoption of the network and the underlying token standards have also created opportunities for the interoperability of tokens and projects built on Ethereum. Migrating to Ethereum via Immutable X serves to improve access to the VV app and OMI token and enables the interoperability of our NFTs in the future.
Yep.
So, yeah, this is huge, y'all, because if you think about it right now, VV, the app is basically people who are downloading the app and using it on their phone. Like if you think about it, the folks who are in the crypto space, they're plenty aren't well aware of being able to buy these premium NFTs on the VV platform. So just think how big that is. If once this kind of migration follows through, you're gonna have more money flowing in, and you can already imagine that the VV app is already flowing in with a lot of users, new users daily. Just imagine if they open that to the crypto space.
Yeah, well, so what I think, which is great news here, is Ethereum is pretty much the blue chip of crypto. I mean, Bitcoin,
Hmm.
Ethereum, those are hand in hand the top two. That has not changed in a while. And I like what they said that this is their step to wide scale adoption. Like they're looking beyond just VV itself. They're looking for that wide scale adoption. They're wanting to be interoperable amongst many platforms, and Immutable X is a start. And like Immutable X is, mentioning or allowing their NFTs on like Mintable and OpenSea. Like this is allowing the VV NFTs to also be available on these marketplaces. And this is just a step. This is a step to where your VV NFTs will be available on multiple marketplaces and you'll be able to sell them on multiple places and have them in a decentralized wallet. Like this is opening the doors to a lot of things in the crypto space. And it's a ton of information to consume. So that's why they're actually breaking this down into articles for you because like I said, this is a ton of stuff to pick up, and it's not something that you'll learn overnight. Um,
Hmm.
this is something that you're gonna have to slowly pick up and understand. And if you're not comfortable with it, I would suggest staying strictly in the VV app and not diving into these open marketplaces yet because they can get overwhelming. But this is just a step, and the people that are in these marketplaces, they're spending tons of money on these NFTs that are not by any big IPs or any big brands. They're just
Hmm.
startups. They're all startups that are just throwing 10K profile picture projects, and they're
Hmm.
just coming up with these utilities. They're using words like DAOs or utilities. Like they're just trying to throw these big terms out to sell their projects. Like everything in VV sells. They're not trying to market anything. They sell because they have great IPs. So when something like this goes into the open marketplace, this is a big thing for everyone, and I think it's really good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you notice, like VV is very, they're doing a diligent job of slowly just kind of working their way, building and building and building. They're not trying to hype things up. They're not. They If you notice, they haven't really marketed themselves, greatly compared to any other NFT project. Am I correct?
Yeah,
Or
Dave even says that. I mean, as they started, they weren't even sure how they were going to market. They weren't expecting to
Mhm.
market, but A lot of OG YouTubers were making videos and they were doing the marketing for
Mhm.
VeVe. And
Yeah.
that's just how the market's been growing.
Yeah, and in a sense, it's like an organic type, way of, marketing, right? Because you have actual users speaking, sharing their experience, sharing the reason what why they see VV NFT or collectibles as valuable. It's just more natural compared to someone pushing an ad down your throat, right? Every time you scroll
Yeah.
through a particular platform. But in this situation with Vivi, it was all word of mouth for me, at least. I heard it from Crypto Addict, and then I shared it with a couple friends, and it was just like an ongoing, just like a branch of way of sharing the experience with Vivi, which is kind of like the best way and more
Yeah.
sustainable in my opinion.
It's all organic.
Hmm.
And it's good. They're not really doing any type of major paid marketing. Like they have potential to do a ton of marketing. They have so many big brands on here, but
Oh, for sure, yeah.
they're absolutely not even trying to push that yet because they know that their app is not able to sustain the volume just yet, and they've been slowly trying to build the app to be able to sustain more users and whatnot. Like they've used even talked about locking the app, not letting more users sign up. Like there's things like this company is different. They're not trying to rush the growth. They're actually trying to slow it down, which is the opposite of like how other companies operate, which is crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, so I mean, definitely looking forward to, even though it's like a kind of slow, gradual growth, but if you look far, in the beginning, how far VV has come, um, I mean, it's amazing.
Mhm. Yep. And going right along here, layer 1 versus layer 2. What is the difference? Well, layer 1, L1 refers to the base chain, which in this case is Ethereum, while layer 2 typically refers to the protocol solution that can be used in conjunction with and on top of the layer 1 blockchain. The Immutable X is the layer 2 solution that leverages the security and decentralization of the Ethereum blockchain, L1, whilst allowing for instant trades, scalability, and gasless minting on the network, L2.
So I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about the whole gas issue with using the layer one Ethereum blockchain. It's super expensive, right? Like if you're buying like a regular NFT on, let's just say OpenSea.io, you're possibly going to be paying nearly the amount of in gas fees, just the same as much as if you were paying for just a regular NFT, and it's just not, it doesn't make sense, right? Like the fees cost almost, if not possibly more than the NFT itself. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so if you're not familiar with Ethereum and the blockchain, the reason why these to me, I'm looking at these NFTs and like these are super cheap, is because if you're going on like OpenSea and you're trying to, let's say you buy something, you're like, oh, this is really cheap, I'm gonna buy it. It's $100 worth of Ethereum. You buy it. The next thing you realize is you're going to have to pay in order to sell it. You're gonna have to pay like gases and fees, and you're gonna end up spending like $200 in fees. And you're like, okay, I just spent $100 for this NFT, and now in order to sell it, I'm gonna lose $200. It's like I'm just stuck with it, Like there's no reason for me to sell it. I can't sell it for less than I bought it for because I'm losing money. Then
Hmm.
two, I'm paying more than the NFT's worth in fees. It's like, why would I even do that? It's
Yeah,
almost like you're paying to get rid of it, which is something
and
you just don't
and
want to do.
yeah, and not only if you're trying to sell it, but even if you're trying to transfer it as a gift or send it over to a different wallet to kind of consolidate, you're you're technically losing a lot of money just making any kind of transaction on a layer one blockchain.
Yeah, so
Um,
that's I would say that's Ethereum's main issue is the gas fees. It's ridiculous. And then when these current projects mint, um, man, like they become they call it gas wars. And the reason why is because let's say the mint price is 0.01 Ethereum, you can end up paying hundreds of dollars or thousands of, like even when the NFTs, the sevens came out, like they had this huge gas war. Like there people were paying thousands of dollars in gas fee for an NFT that is nowhere near that amount. They're paying like a ton in gas, versus the value of the actual NFT. And the thing is, if your transaction does not go through, you lose the gas fee, you lose the money. So you paid the gas fee and you got no NFT from it because maybe it sold out, which is crazy. Imagine competing in a VV drop where you had to pay a fee in order to try to get the drop. And every time you failed, you still lost the fee and you got no drop from it. That's kind of what it's like.
Hmm.
But it could be like a $50 drop and your fee could be $200 and you lose your fee because your fee is more than the actual cost of the NFT. That's kind of how crazy it is on the Ethereum blockchain, which is why Immutable X is game breaking because you don't have to deal with that fee.
Yeah, and I think Vivi definitely understood this and didn't want to rush into pushing their platform onto a layer one blockchain, because that would definitely deter future users, right? Because
Yeah, no
you
one
know
would trade on there. They,
yeah,
they
no
would
one
stay
would
on
would
VV.
trade. Like people wouldn't be encouraged. Like, oh, that's too expensive. It's not worth it, right? Because let's be real. A majority of folks aren't willing. They're still unsure about NFTs. Period, right? Like, and if it's already costing them like hundreds and thousands of dollars just to even transact, they're gonna think for sure like, nah, NFT, that's not worth it. So this is why they have layer two, and I think let's go ahead and read that part. It says blockchains are revolutionary technology. However, if they are going to compete on a global economy, issues of scale need to be addressed. Although it is one of the most well known and valuable networks, the Ethereum base chain layer one has struggled to scale with its adoption as competition for block space has led to increasingly high gas costs and slow transactions. Therefore, layer 2 solutions represent an incredible advancement in cryptography, and using Starkware's rollup technology, Immutable X has solved issues of scalability and for trading NFTs, allowing for 9,000 plus transactions per second, gas free, while operating in a completely carbon neutral manner. So moving to Immutable Layer 2 offers a range of benefits to the wider ECOMI ecosystem, including security, decentralization offered by the base chain Ethereum, exposure to new audiences, interoperability of assets, ease of integration of the OMI token as ERC20.
Yeah, so I think those are pretty big points there. Um, Ethereum is the base chain. That's the layer one, which is good. And so what they're saying is this layer two solution. Um, this is how I see it. So you are you your body is the layer one, right? And let's say you're gonna go play basketball, right? You're not gonna play basketball barefoot. You're gonna put on some little upgrades, or you're gonna put on like your Nikes or whatnot, or in your hooping clothes, maybe like your dry fit outfit, because this, in a way, you have air in your shoes. You're supposed to jump higher, right? So that makes your playability more efficient. I think of layer two like that. It's an add-on to improve the base layer. It makes you better because you're wearing shoes with better grips, shoes that make you jump higher. Your dry fit clothes is sucking up your sweat. You're not like all soaked up.
Hmm.
These are
Or
just
would you
things
say,
to help improve.
yeah, I mean, or another, would you say another analogy is like, let's just say you need to go somewhere, right? Like, of course, we could walk there, but if we have like a vehicle or something, or like an hop on an airplane, we would get there faster, right? And we would save energy. It'll just be more efficient compared to walking to a particular destination. No, is that
Mhm.
it? Similar?
Yeah, I mean, that's more of like an add-on. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
whole new transportation device.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah, but you guys get it, right? Like it's kind of something on top of the platform itself to
Yeah.
enable to be more for it to be more efficient, um and of course seamless
Yeah. So
compared to the layer 1.
like how it says like you get the security and a decentralization offered on the Ethereum network. That's like you have your Nikes and everything, but you're the same body. You have the same muscle mass. Like your strength is the same. These are just improvements to better utilize your strengths. And it adds exposure to new audiences because, like I said, you're moving off of just the VV application,
Hmm.
the closed application, into now this whole crypto world here of these open marketplaces. And that's going to open your eyes to a lot of new people.
Hmm.
And these people have a ton of crypto to spend. Um,
Yeah, which brings us to the next interoperability of assets. Right
mhm,
now we can only deal with what gems.
yeah.
Um, so I know a lot of people are looking to cash out, right? Take some profits of whatever um, you know, digital NFT or collectible that they have kind of flipped and made a little bit of money and stuff like that. So this would definitely allow that to happen, right? For them to be able to cash out or so.
Yeah. And the interoperability is whatever the exchange allows you to use to buy these NFTs. These are things that would, also take place with your VV NFTs. So whatever currencies are allowed, whether you can buy with OMI or whatever other tokens on that marketplace, that'll be allowed too. Um, yeah, just a lot of things that a lot of doors open up when you're now in the open market. And
Hmm.
they also say the easy of integration of the OMI token as an ERC20. So, it's swapping off the Go chain into an Ethereum token. And like I said, that opens up a lot of things as well, such as different exchanges. Like a lot of doors opening here. So there'll be more ways to get it. You don't have to go through just Bit4x just to purchase the OMI token. There's more options, bigger exchanges. I mean, something as simple as buying OMI on like Coinbase would do wonders. You don't have to transfer um, cryptos to a different exchange just to trade for the OMI token. You can now, you know, get fiat directly into OMI, which is it's gonna make it a lot easier for people that don't want to deal with the other exchanges to get into or invest into OMI itself. But that's a lot of doors opening up there.
Yep.
And they say, why is this important? Understanding the difference between layer 1 and layer 2 will ensure that you move your OMI tokens to the right place before the migration, depending on how you want to use them. It also ensures that you understand the difference between L1 and L2 so that you can port your tokens between each layer in the future, depending on where you want to use them. Again, we will provide you ample opportunity to move your tokens, and no action is required of you at this time. For your information, VEVE will sit and operate on layer 2 if you want to use and or store your OMI tokens within the VEVE app, and they will also need to be migrated to L2. If you want to trade your OMI tokens on exchanges, they will need to be migrated to L1 OMI tokens. Moreover, any OMI tokens purchased in the future on exchanges will be layer 1 OMI tokens, and if you wish to use them within the VEVE app, you will need to use our swap site in order to bridge between L1 and L2. More on this in the next article.
Mhm. So, of course, at this moment, do we need to do anything right now? No, just sit on your hands, and just wait. So, like they said, you don't need to move your tokens or do anything. They're going to release another article and discuss three options on how we can kind of swap our tokens, how and where they can be used, as well as help you identify which option will be the best for you. Once again, they give us a little warning. OMI token migration will not begin until the new year. Okay, guys. So don't fall for those scams or any kind of links. Don't click anything posted in the Discord or anywhere on the webs. Okay, so just be aware. And yep, there are people out there willing to go far beyond to get you to give you their OMI tokens. So don't fall for any of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah. It says
Um,
information on this channel is educational for purposes. Of course, they say it's not financial advice. Like our video is not financial advice as
yeah,
well, and they're advised to do their own research. Okay, so
yeah. So, well, what they're kind of explaining here on this L1 and L2. So, if you're familiar with how Immutable X operates right now, what you're doing is you're pretty much you're putting your Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet, right? And from your wallet, what you're doing is you're connecting your wallet to Immutable X, and you're depositing money from your MetaMask wallet into the Immutable X platform, right? So you connect your wallet to Immutable X, and you're depositing your funds into Immutable X. And what it's doing is it's taking that layer one Ethereum and swapping it to the layer two on their platform. And you do pay a gas fee when you are depositing into Immutable X. So that does have a gas fee. And you also pay a gas fee when you withdraw from Immutable X. So those are the only two times you'll be paying a gas fee on their platform. And that's just because you're transferring from a layer one and to a layer one. Once you're on the layer two platform, like on Immutable X, you can now buy NFTs, trade NFTs, sell NFTs, and there's no gas fees on the actual platform. And I think this is what VEVE is trying to explain, why they say that depending on what you plan to do with your token, it's going to vary, right? So if you plan on like using it on the VEVE platform, it needs to be on layer two. That way you're not getting charged like these gas fees you would for being on the Ethereum blockchain. You got to be on the L2 platform. That way you're not dealing with these high gas fees or anything like that. But if you're going to be trading OMI tokens on exchanges, so let's say you're trading OMI for USD or OMI for Ethereum, like you're making these trades on like Bit4x or on Binance or Coinbase. If you're making these exchanges, these need to be done on a layer one platform, because now you're actually transferring from the base layer of Ethereum to another, currency, or to USD and fiat. Like you're now trading on layer one versus trading on layer two. Layer two is only directly on the app. So like I said, unless you're like scalping or trading in the marketplace on exchanges, that's layer one. But if you're using your OMI tokens to purchase like the NFTs from the VEVE app or from Immutable, that's layer two. So that's kind of, it seems like that's what they're trying to explain between layer one and layer two. And based off of what you're trying to do with your OMI tokens, that's going to depend on whether you're moving to layer one or layer two. If you're new to this, it's likely you're strictly going to be on layer two, because you're probably just using your OMI token to buy the NFTs, or you're using it to buy and sell on the actual VEVE app. But if you're actually like someone that's actively trading crypto, then you'd be putting it on layer one on the exchanges like Binance, or assuming we get listed on like Binance or Coinbase Pro or whatnot, and you'll be trading actively amongst there, and that's layer one. So as long as you understand those two, that's kind of where you're going to want to be. And that's kind of like how it is on Immutable X. You have the layer two Ethereum on their platform, and whenever you would decide to go trade your Ethereum back on the marketplace, you would draw it from Immutable X, and then you can transfer it to whatever exchange you would like. So kind of the same concept, just this is going to be integrated with VEVE. It looks like, and it sounds like they're going to explain that a little more in a future article. So yeah, we'll look forward to that as well.
Yeah, definitely excited to see, just the updates and see, this is definitely a long-term hold. This is not going to be like a quick flip. We're not going to 100x tomorrow or anything like that, y'all. So it's like I said, so this is going to be just a nice long-term slow growth in this whole thing. So it's going to be beautiful when it all unravels.
And the interoperability between everything is exciting, and that's something to look forward for. And the utility use of the OMI token being on the Ethereum blockchain, that's pretty exciting as well.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah.
Well, hope you guys picked up a lot from that. That's our first take on this article. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. If you like our video, give us that thumbs up. Subscribe, show us some love. Let us know if you like the videos like this. Let us know if you don't like. We like to hear your feedback. So
Yeah,
let us
and
know.
we're still working towards getting 1K subscribers. So We
Yep.
would definitely appreciate you guys helping us get there because we love doing this for you guys and providing just kind of good content and sharing information that we kind of get from ourselves.
Yeah, appreciate it. And like we always say, guys, we're all
We're
gonna
all
make it.
gonna make it.